Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Virgo's highest good. How is Virgo feeling in this fourth week of May 2025 with regards to what they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Virgo's feeling, please. Forgotten to put the cards back. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love, guys. Okay, last quarter moon. Oh, with the 5 of Pentacles, that's a shame. Okay. See, this is feeling out in the cold. It's a loss of love. You see, like, the blizzard that's going on around her. She's trying to, stay out the cold. She's shut outside of the church. You got the 5 of Pentacles because it's a lack feeling. It's a feeling of I don't have money or I don't have love. This person needs salvation. The last quarter moon is like in ancient times. If you imagine like yourself in ancient Egypt under the stars, the full moon was a source of comfort, it's providing light. So then you would get a 3/4 moon, then a half moon, and then the last quarter moon, and eventually you would lose all of the light, okay, before the next full moon. So this is about reflecting on a period of time and not wanting it to end. It's clinging on to someone from the past. It's 2 cards of sadness, 2 cards of loss, not wanting to let go. The Page of Swords. Okay, so the Page of Swords is someone who's watching and waiting. It's a card of observation, of spying. This is someone who's not, they're not wanting to be seen looking. Okay. Right, the 2 of Swords upright. So this is when you bury your head in the sand and your body language is closed off, arms crossed, blindfolded, not wanting to make a decision, not wanting to deal with it. It's a bit of a depressing scene, to be honest. Virgo, what on earth is going on here? I think you're debating whether to get in touch with someone because swords are communication and you're trying to get information about someone and you're holding on to the past. You feel like, you're going without this person's company, this person's time, their money, their energy. You feel out in the cold, Right, so let's see how they're feeling. They've got the 7 of Cups and the Hermit, so they could have recently pulled away. They could have recently pulled back and they're at a crossroads. They're assessing their situation and thinking, which way do I go next? What is it that I want for myself? What do I care about? And they're looking within. It's not that they're getting the answers from other people. The Fool realizes that he must walk this part of the journey alone, okay? The answers lie within him. He's not going to get the answer of what he wants by asking other people, what do I want? He knows what he wants, okay? Or if he doesn't, then he needs to have a think about it and decide. So this person's at a crossroads, and they may have pulled back recently to sort of reassess what they want to do about the situation. So no wonder you're spying on them, and no wonder you're like trying to act like this hasn't happened, you know, and feeling out in the cold. That's really sad. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry I laughed, actually, because that's not nice. I sometimes do that to, like, you know, make light of stuff because it gets a bit heavy. The Magician reversed. Why have they got the Magician reversed? They may feel codependent. They may be tempted to hang around because they don't know what it would be like if they were to go out on their own. You know, because the Magician has all 4 aces, but this person does not. There's something missing that they feel that they need to succeed. I mean, the Ace of Swords is clarity, revelation, so maybe they're just missing that, you know, like they don't have clarity. Let's see what else comes out. The 5 of Swords is, it's arguments, verbal disagreements, conflicting thoughts. They don't know what they want. That's really weird. After I said they don't know if they've got the tools to succeed, they might be missing the Ace of Swords, lack of clarity. They're so confused. They're really mixed up. Thank you for likes, guys. Right, in the outcome, interestingly, we've got the 9 of Cups. So let's see what else comes out with that. Now, the 9 of Cups is someone who's like secure within themselves. They're happy, they're contented. They literally couldn't care, you know, less. Like they're just happy, they're satiated, they've got what they need to feel abundant, like emotionally satisfied, okay, as a single person. Okay, that's just given me clarity, just saying that out loud. The Knight of Wands, very sexual energy. The 3 of Wands, on the move, actuating, you know, what they've been thinking about. The Moon reversed, well, that's the Major for Pisces. When it's upright, it's knowing that even though we're scared, we must do it anyway. This person's scared. The 10 of Swords. It's like someone dreams about being wild and free and, you know, being sexual and dangerous and spontaneous, but then they feel terrified. They're absolutely terrified. I mean, why on earth have we got the Moon reversed and then the 10 of Swords? Like, someone's completely fearful. They're totally afraid. Are they worried about being judged? Maybe they're worried about hurting you. I think they're worried about hurting you. That's the reason most people stay, isn't it? They don't want to deal with the guilt. But that's not, you shouldn't be with anyone out of guilt. It's hard, it's horrible breaking up with someone, but it's much worse for them than it is for you, so you need to just do it. Let's get one more, because they were a combination. I mean, the 10 of Swords is the end of a cycle, so it does suggest an ending. It's the end of a painful cycle. And they're showing up as single, so it's like, do you know what I mean? 9 of Cups upright is like, I'd be happy just to not be in a connection. Yeah, Page of Pentacles reversed. When I see a connection coming to an end and then I get this, it's like someone, you know, like with a bank account just withdrawing money, that's what this is. It's like I'm withdrawing time, money and energy from an existing connection. I'm closed off to love. I just want to be a Knight of Wands, just running around, you know, not kind of exclusive with anyone, not responsible for anyone, just to going about, you know, my life in wild abandon, like taking action. Hi, Mikey. They want out. I'm sorry, there's no other way to read this. They want out of this union. Hopefully you've just been dating this person, you're not married. Even though that is horrible still, it is horrible, but married or like, you know, if you're living together for a few years, that's the same as being married. Don't care what anyone says. It hurts like hell. What's the nature of this connection? Pay attention to signs. The synchronicities you've been noticing are not coincidences. It's a bit cryptic, isn't it? Right, why have they got the Magician reversed? What are they afraid of? Secret past, skeletons in the closet, not telling the whole story. This... Oh my god, I wonder if they've already started, like, exploring their options. Or they were a Knight of Wands previously and, you know, they miss being like a Knight of Wands. Doesn't mean they've done anything behind your back, because we haven't got the Seven of Swords here, which is lying, cheating, stealing. They may just have the thought, you know, that like they miss being wild and free, like a Casanova or whatever the female version of that is. It's really sexist, isn't it, to just have like a male version? They might miss being a hussy. Don't know how else to say it. Hanging on. Release the past and let yourself love again. Legacy's rebirth. Honour history's remains to restore and breathe life into forgotten tales. Love's disguise. Go beyond superficial looks and see who they truly are. Oof. Consumed, extinguished out by having open communication. They could be a self-sabotager, because if they're used, you know, like when people just run around having superficial connections, they just have sex with people, it never develops into anything too serious. Even if you're disappointed that something comes to an end, you're not deeply hurt and scarred by it. So like this person, if there's been arguments or you've been having problems, they may be tempted to self-sabotage and end the connection, because then it's like, now I get into the bit where it's lighter and it's not heavy again, you know? Like they miss just being carefree and stuff being frivolous and fun and promiscuous. Because then you're not really, you know, like when you get into this kind of shit, it ain't fun. It's scary, it's hard, your heart physically hurts, it is painful, you know, it's like you dry swallowed 2 aspirin, like you get lumps in your throat, your chest hurts, you're not breathing properly. It's hard caring about someone this much. So they may just miss, you know, running around, keeping it light, the good old days. I don't know if you're asking me, Mikey, or you're asking people in the chat, but I am from the northwest of England, near Liverpool. I don't know where everyone else is chatting from. Oh, right, let's get on with this. I've had a long few hours here, haven't I? 3 hours we're coming up to. And I did a couple of hours earlier. It's all them crystals that Leo was getting. We'll blame it on Leo. Oh God, Spirit is annoyed then. Oh shit. Knowing they fucked up. Sex shop. What the hell? Maybe they have been. Maybe they have been cheating. Did they cheat? There's an issue here to do with sex that is just sex, it's not intimacy. They're deep in contemplation about something, and there might have been a lot of arguments, verbal arguments, disagreements, and then we've got the Ten of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. They could have sabotaged this connection. They could have like treated you like they could have treated you like you're just an option. You might not be in a, you know, a serious relationship, but they may have let you think that, you know, it's going somewhere, and then just pulled the rug, you know, from under you, and you're like, what on earth is going on? You know, there could be a love bomber. If they are, they're going to get karma for this, because Spirit doesn't really like behaviour like that. If you're honest with people, that's one thing, but if you mislead them on purpose to get something like that, and then it really hurts them, karma doesn't need an address. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't need an address. Like, it's coming for your ass. Like, because that's really toxic behavior. Self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. I think they're doing shadow work because they've got the Hermit card upright at the top. This person is reflecting, like, in a healthy way on all the shit that they've done to you and to other people. They may confess to what they've been up to. They may have got exposed. Or they may blurt out, you know, like that they're not really happy, like where this is going, and you're like, what's going on? Like, everything's been fine, you know, and they're just like stressing out because they don't want to be. Oh wait, I didn't get messages from them. They don't want to be like committed. They don't want to be exclusive. They don't want to, you know what I mean? They're getting the ick from like the sense of commitment or whatever. Let's get messages from them. Be more selfish. Okay. That's rude. I'm too afraid to talk. Or what have they been up to? I don't like this. I don't want to lose you. They know when they tell you something that you're gonna feel like this. And it's to do with sex. It's to do with being a night of ones and going to a sex shop. You know, fucking up. Being self-indulgent, self-satisfied. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's you withdrawing your investment from this situation because they're totally not ready for it. You deserve, you know, someone who's going to be faithful, or, you know, be honest that they're not into monogamy or they're not into being exclusive right now. I don't understand why people love bomb. They're obsessed with themselves, like making other people be upset over them. They need to get over themselves, don't they? Make space for it. Being yourself is sacred. So if anyone wants to cross your boundaries, if anyone's trying to get you to agree to, you know, something casual and that wasn't what you wanted, don't say yes. Okay? Take yourself away from it. Cultivate stillness. When you get distance from this person, I think you're going to feel a lot better quite quickly. You've got your head together. It's all for a reason. Be clear about what you want. There's a real need to draw out your boundaries here, Virgo. There's a real need for that. They've got selfish, self-indulgent, fucked up. I don't want to lose you. Well, I'm sorry. You've got be yourself, cultivate stillness, be clear about what you want. It's for a reason. Make space for it. That's like pull back. Don't try to micromanage the situation. Create space, like move away from it. Like take a good few steps back from this. I feel quite protective over you and I don't normally get like that. It's clairsentience. I'm probably feeling what, you know, a loved one that's passed on is feeling towards you. Don't normally get that invested. It's not personal. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto one another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I'll remember they have something going on that has nothing to do with me. Okay, so if this person gets really shirty or you're just not impressed with like how they've behaved, cling on to the rage, okay? Don't start to feel sorry for them. Don't start to make any excuses for them. And don't think for a second that you're not enough. It's their issues. Some people just don't know what they don't know what they've got in front of them. You know, like they walk past treasure all the time. I'm gonna get you some crystal cards as well as angel numbers because I think you need it. Sacred moments. Seize sacred moments to experience precious revelations in life. Okay, so there's something about taking several steps back from the situation, getting your head together, and, you know, going on a spiritual journey solo. This one's not invited, okay? Promise me, They are not invited. Yeah, let's get you some angel numbers first. Lucky shirt 0330. Love, peace, hope, and optimism, transferring responsibility to others. Progress, creativity. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. Act on your idea, 0220. Realistic and practical approach. Or is it realistic and practical approach goals? Divine timing, ambition, cooperation, and discipline. You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascent. 1616 readjustments, overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support and comfort. Support and comfort, I think, are the ones that resonate on there, aren't they? Right, let's get you some crystals from Spirit. Celestite and amber. So amber is for your sacral chakra. It's to give you courage. Okay, put fire in your belly. And celestite, it's about being merciful. Okay, have mercy on other people. They are lost souls. They really don't, have the foggiest what their behaviour does to beautiful souls like you. Let's have a look and see if we've got celestite and amber. This is a different deck, but I got it because it's got really more clear pictures that are true to life of the crystals, and then it's got a really big breakdown of how to use them and what they mean. There's celestite. What was the other one? Amber. There it is. So celestite actually looks like that. How pretty is that? It says it's a blue-grey. It's a delicate sulfate mineral with airy, buoyant blue cotton candy vibes. It gets its name from the Latin word for heaven. Oh yeah, celestial, celestite. And if you close your eyes and ask nicely, maybe it will take you there. Who needs it? Anyone brazenly ignoring the consistent inner voice that actually has some good ideas for how you might better handle this whole life thing. As a calming adornment, put it as a calming adornment wherever you meditate or pray. when to use it, when it's time to stop and really listen. With Celestite as a guide, you might be surprised what you hear. Oh my god, I love that. That's pretty, isn't it? Now that I know what it means, I think I want some of that. There you go, there's amber. Beautiful amber. Of way ancient origin, amber is not a rock but a fossilized tree resin with a sugar-sweet energy telegraphed by its golden honey and maple syrup hues. Amber promotes a feeling of warmth and well-being from first blush, and armchair paleontologists love the dinosaur-era bugs sometimes caught inside. Who needs it? Tree people, old souls, anyone gearing up for a long dark winter. Where to put it? Any room you want to convert into a sunroom. When to use it? When you need a metaphysical hug from the universe, call on Amber's cuddly, electric blanket vibes and cozy up. Recharge your good vibes. Oh, I love that. Right, you're definitely in good company with the universe, okay? Even though that was the vibe before. Just remember, it's not personal, okay? Other people's fuck-ups are not your fuck-ups. You know, this is just an adjustment, but you need to have your boundaries. This person's not invited on whatever you're doing next. And, you know, hugs from the universe, follow your better judgment, your intuition. You are, you know, going on to bigger and better things. Be clear about what you want. Ask the universe and your angels, you know, for someone with the qualities that you truly deserve and need and require from a loving, healthy, loyal connection. Take care, Virgo. I hope this resonates. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, and I'm going to go to bed. See you in the next one. I'll do the other signs tomorrow. So I've now done half of the signs. I've done Aries, 3 to Virgo. I need to do Libra, 3 to Pisces. All right, take care. I'll see you in the next one.